everybody, I am Colorful Dragonfly, and if you have not noticed, yes, this might be a video that you guys have been waiting for a little bit, and the reasoning why you've been waiting for this video for a little bit longer than per usual is because I've recorded this before. The problem is that I couldn't upload it to YouTube because apparently the file wouldn't load. So, that might be a problem on my end. So hopefully this time it will load. If there's any noise in the background, it is cats or it is dogs. Either one. But before I get into this, I would like to allow you to know that I am not a 13-year-old. I'm not someone who's 13 or younger. I am older than 13. Which means I do... Okay, well, what I'm getting at is that I do something that's called customizing. And a lot of people customize either figurines of some sort or, in my case, dolls. I am a doll customizer. I'm very new at it, though I have learned from the amazing people on this platform, Doll Motions, Hexion, Dolltest, Delightful, and sorry about that. I had to deal with one of my cats. Anyway, what I was saying is that I have learned from a lot of amazing people. I've watched some of their videos, and I've basically have watched a lot of the material videos that they've put up. Delightful. Yeah, that was the name I was trying to say. I don't know. I probably said like a couple other doll channel names, so I'm so sorry. Anyway, without further... Well, jeez, I am all over the place. Okay. From that, I'd like you to note that this video has some content that is involving doll customization, which includes the progress of permanently altering a doll or figure. I use very toxic materials if you breathe it in, like Mr. Super Clear. Which, by the way, I found at Hobby Lobby. I'm as surprised as you. I did post on the community tab that I did find it for, I think it was either $10.99 or $9.99 at the time. So I found it. I also, at this point, have not been using figure acrylic paint, but a lot of customizers do. So that if an I also have an airbrush, which is a machine that should not be used with anyone who is under the age of 13. But I probably would advise, if you are going to customize, if you're 13, probably get some help from a guardian or parent or older sibling. And if you are older than 13, then, well, use these products with your own discretion, of course. The other thing is that depending on if you are going to, if the materials that you are using are not as toxic as others, you still will have to have a well-ventilated area. Also, the expense and I guess the more mature hobby that this is in materials. If you are buying figures brand new, whatever, or if you're buying dolls brand new, not on sale, I'm talking about like full price. And then I'm also talking about the fact that the materials that you will need, I mean, there are materials for how to paint the face or how to draw the face, depending on what kind of paints or watercolor pencils, which watercolor pencils you use. It's going to cost a lot of money in that. And then doll hair, if you want to reroot, that is also a very dangerous thing, because I will tell you, I have been pricked by a needle that I have cut in half, cut on an angle. That is the risk of using, that is one of the risks. Or if you're going to make wigs, there is a risk of using a hot glue gun or whatever kind of glue you're going to use. Some of the glues that a lot of the customizers on this platform use is not safe for young minds. It's not safe for young people, okay? It really isn't. Sometimes if you're using hot glue, it's hot. It's very hot. There's a reason why it's called hot glue. So, anyway, without that in the way, in the future there will be just a little slide that explains that, hey, this is, if I'm talking about customizing, or if I'm going to post some more customizing videos, it's going to literally explain that this is not something that should be done with anyone who is younger than 13. And yada yada. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so this is one of the dolls. I will let you all know that all of these dolls were either bought on sale or bought secondhand. All of these beauties right here were bought secondhand. So this is a 90s Barbie. And at this moment right now, I am in two sort of ideas. One idea is that I am planning on customizing these girls either by rebooting their hair or changing their face. And the reason is that I have an idea that I'm going to do a doll series. Now, whether this doll series has to do with one of my other dolls, another collection of my dolls, which, if you know, is Monster High Generation 1. And we'll talk about Monster High Generation 3 when we get to a very special doll in here. So, don't worry, guys. We'll get to that topic. So she is just a generic bend and snap knee. She is a tad bit dirty. So I gotta clean her. She was part of, I think, this girl, because I like these kind of girls, or I guess, there we go. I like these faces, or any of the 90s faces. But again, all of these are bend and snap knees. And then this is the third girl in this. I found out about Barbie when she had still this face. So, as you can tell, this is when my doll thing came to be. Except she does not have white underwear. So, and then I found this lovely lady with the heavy makeup, and she has a fashionista body. This was from the seller. Fashionista body, so she has the bendable knees and the bendable arm and elbow and wrist. So she was $1, as well as this find, which is a model muse, and she is incredibly, like, she is definitely thin, but I love her. So I am so sorry. My cats, they are, I have a shelf and of books, and right now one of them is just, oh, I don't know what's going on. So I will be right back. Alright, so sorry, situation's already taken care of, so and then the last girl, which I think I got, I don't remember how much I got, but I will tell you right now, I know exactly, she's gonna need some TLC, because unfortunately her bangs have been cut, because this is not, I know briefly what she's supposed to be. She is supposed to be a burlesque, not burlesque, she's supposed to be, a western kind of gal. She's a bar girl from the Wild West. So, because I have seen her complete in her box at like flea markets and stuff. So when I saw her like this, and usually I don't get Barbies that are in box. I save those for the collectors who like to collect their Barbies or dolls in boxes. The only time I ever buy dolls that are in box is in the stores when they are on sale. That is the only time I ever buy a doll in a box ever. So let's move on to the girls in here. These were the ones that were originally boxed, and I unboxed them in the previous video, but it didn't upload, so now they're in here. And these girls will go in here, so it's just more convenient. Alrighty. Okay, so we see 3 dolls in here. And you see what I mean by we're getting back to the topic. Anyway, the first doll here is a Rainbow High doll. I got her for literally $11. Yeah. I got her for either $11 or $12. Pretty cheap. Because if you know, you know. She comes with 3 complete outfits. And she comes with, where's her stand? I know her stand's in here. Ah, there it is. There's her stand. Okay, so, like I said, with the girls, with the Barbies, I am kind of going back and forth on whether or not I want to reroute them. I'm going back and forth which ones I want to reroute and repaint. Also, some of them might just get refreshing to just help them out, so just cleaning them up and everything so that they can be then in a doll series. Like my Froggy stuff, or like a lot of the other doll series that are not by well-known names, but make amazing videos regardless. And I will link an amazing channel that has a bunch of doll series, and the name is Mikey Chain Productions. He also has an Etsy, so please go visit the Etsy. So with her, I am conflicted on whether or not I want to customize her completely and sell her, or I want to customize her and keep her. I do have another Rainbow High doll. She's just packed away, and she will also be customized. Just saying. But who knows? I might keep the other one intact. But she's got the worst gel hair I can ever imagine. So I might keep her hair the way she is. I'm not sure. It'll depend. And then this girl I got for $12, and she has the softest hair. This hair reminds me of a discontinued doll line. They were called Novi Stars, and I have a couple Novi Stars, and I love them. There's, I think in my box of future customs, I have maybe one Novi Star in there. But this hair reminds me of Ari Roma. She was the purple glittered one that her gimmick was she smelled like she had a very nice aroma to her hair and whatnot. Okay. Well, first off, Rainbow High dolls, they have articulation in the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist. They also have articulation in the hip, and they have this really good double joint in the knee, and so forth and so forth. And also, at the beginning of Rainbow Highs, they could only turn left to right, but now they can actually turn side to side slightly. But yeah, in the beginning, these guys could not turn side to side like a lot of other dolls. LOL, surprise, OMG, they have articulation in the shoulder, in the elbow, in the wrist. These girls have movement here, and they have bend and snap knee. There we go. Bend and snap knee. It's a slight bend and snap, but it's there. Also, they can move their head freely as well. She came. Her name is Cork Cutie. Sorry if I'm going too fast. But she has all of her stuff. She will be customized. I probably will sell her eventually. And she also comes with a stand, which comes with 2 little prongs. Normally, these girls are more expensive than how I got them, so I got them on sale, and I'm very lucky too. I was so salty because I wanted the twins in the Rainbow High, the Tweebles, not Tweebles, wrong brand. I'm Tweebles. Tweebles is literally Bratz. I'm sorry. The Rainbow High twins. You guys know. The Karma twins. No, that's the wrong twins. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Anyway. Now, this lovely lady right here. This lovely lady was gifted to me by, it was last year's Christmas present, one of my relatives. She was gifted to me. So she will not be customized. As people don't know, I have a couple Generation 2, and the reason why I have a couple Generation 2 was because they came up with siblings, and they came with dolls. And I had a chance to get some of the accessories and like play sets that came with the Generation 2 dolls. Some of those are still in the box. They will be opened. Because I'm not keeping those in a box. They're not, to me, my use for what I want to use the things that I bought them for, it's not to keep them in a box. It's for me to open them and use them for videos. But that being said, everyone knows about Generation 3. Here's her cape, her sunglasses, her backpack, her juice, which is cherry, this version of Count Fabulous, oh, sorry, oh, Draculaura, she's falling, okay, pop her up, okay. Yeah. Look to the camera, look to the camera, thank you. Eye coffin, there was the pretzel in here, pretzel, the little ring, and I think that's it. So, I would like to state, I know I've said this in a different video, but I'd like to make it absolutely clear. I may have grew up with the first generation, unlike a lot of people, and I think the entire community, maybe almost the entire community, agrees that Generation 2 was just, ugh, it was awful. It was awful. But Generation 3, it's different. I'm not gonna say that I'm fully in love with the bigger hands, but the new shape mold, the new body molds, I don't mind. Is it what I remember of Monster High when it first began? No, absolutely not. What I grew up with is a completely different generation and it's a different sort of experience. Generation 3 is a different experience as well. Do I wish that maybe, just maybe, there was a doll? I guess like the original like body mold that a lot of Generation 1 fans grew up with. Did I wish that it came in a doll in Generation 3? That's not an exclusive. That's not the creep productions that just vanish like that. Yes, I do. Do I wish that they would release certain characters that I know that they're never going to release? Yes, I do. I wish they did. But with that being said, also, something that a lot of people have griped about besides the hair, which I guess I never paid attention to the ghouls' hair before, but I guess there's a different feel. Anyway, other than what I just said, I do think that it is nice that there are new body molds. And I understand why there needs to be. But other than my other complaints, I do wish these girls had doll stands. I mean, the LOL has doll stands. The Ever After High has doll stands. These two brands have doll stands. This price, if I remember, is very close to this price. Rainbow High has always been a little bit more expensive. I know that. But LOL Surprise and Monster High Generation 3 has been a very close in price range. So, I just don't understand why we can't get stands. Just saying. I don't understand. Because I know that budget lines never got stands. I think some budget lines got stands because I remember that there were stands in a budget line. Do I remember which one? No, I don't remember which one. But I could recall that there was one that got some stands. But I could be wrong. Anyway, so yeah, she is not going to be customized. She will be on the shelf with the rest of my Monster High collection. She will be also with a generation. I will probably put a generation 1, 2, and 3 Draculaura all together. Just saying. But I do have another one. I do have another Draculaura Gen 3 that will be customized alongside a Generation 1. That will be the channel's mascots. So, with that being said, I am in the camp of I don't like the pets. A lot of people like the pets because they're cuter. I like my original pets. But other than that, I really do like the new body molds. I do. Do I wish that maybe they were a bit darker? Yes, I do. I love the whole dark sort of makeup. Do I wish do I wish Claudine was not the way that Claudine was? Yes, I do. I really do. And also with Laguna. But regardless, I can't change what Mattel has decided to do on the aspect of personality. I can't. But I will have to say, I love the fact that they did kind of put it into the perspective of Generation 1 was something else, and this, Generation 3, is totally different. Gen 2 failed because it tried to be a reboot of the original generation, and it did not work. It did not work. My final gripe on Generation 3 is, why do we have molded on mummy wraps and fur and stuff like that? Why? That was one of the things in Gen 2 that I really didn't like either. Why? Other than that, they are very pretty. They are very pretty. And I love the chest. I love the chest articulation. I do. I love that. Anyway, I have been Colorful Dragonfly. You guys have been watching. Thank you so much. And I just realized that I haven't really had much ideas. Well, kind of. Actually, I have. These ones I might sell, and the other girls will probably either be sold or part of a doll series. And you might see another one of her as one of the mascots. So this is gonna be a long video. I'm so sorry. But also, God bless you. Oh, sorry, it's late. And I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you're watching this and whenever you're watching this. Also, please go down in the comments and comment any ideas you think should be, and also on the community tab. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.